play. From Seattle, Washington.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Seattle. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2000. When he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Again, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the gun, it's Walker. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Here comes third and the length of the football. And going right back to Walker. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will toss to Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's Kobe Bryant who is there to stop him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Burrow looking to pass. Quick slant caught by Chase. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Pass incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and a couple. Now Smith. Flush to his right. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. Now Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Walker with another carry. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they go play action now. Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The final shot here before break. Smith rolling to his right. Floating one incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run on third down with Brown. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Play action. It's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Brown. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshibas, a 5-yard touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try the air now with Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. eluding the pressure right.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Throwing, Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Here comes 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now Burrow finding Sample. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw, Burrow. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Throwing now, Smith sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood